Well, I've been a city boy for the last 10 years, living in Northern Virginia inside the beltway. Before that, I'd spent 5 years in the Navy as an aviation electrician. Before that, I'd spent time in the city as a web page developer, also in the DC area. Denver has that dark cloud and crappy weather every time I cross the states. It also has bumper-to-bumper traffic no matter what time of day I pass through. I'm driving across the U.S. from Northern Virginia to Central Oregon. I've been a city boy long enough. It's time to get back to my roots. I plan on spending the summer on my family's property. It's over 1,000 acres of ponderosa pine, juniper, and sagebrush. It's off the grid except for a phone line, a landline. There's a cabin and a trailer up there with solar power, but I'm planning on building my own little bug-out shelter and doing some bushcrafting. Get some fresh air, get back in shape, try and lose the beer gut. I'm bummed. I just missed my truck hitting pie by 20 miles. After 3 days, I finally made it to my turnoff. It's my tradition to stop on this last stretch of paved road, have a drink for my dad, my Uncle Don, my grandpa and grandmas, my Aunt Joyce, my Uncle Gordon and Aunt Ginger, and my friend's dad, Barry. Well, I was afraid of this. The road's still pretty muddy. You can see my aunt and cousin were up here last weekend. I'll see if I can take the high road around it. Bushcrafters have a saying, the more you know, the less you carry. This here is my starter pack. Scraps of wood made a nice bridge over to the cabin. The woodshed's a bit of a mess. We'll work on that. The creek is running sweet. Usually dries up by the end of summer. My aunt and uncle are building a cabin up here. They were originally going to use all materials from the ranch. Rocks, logs. I think it was going to take too long though. They only get 1 month a year to work on it. I've never been out here this early in the year. It's pretty nice. These 2 windows made it from the tip of the Baja Peninsula across the U.S. to Virginia and back across the U.S. to Oregon. They're going to be my window and door in the bug-out shelter once I get the walls up. The wood supply is looking scarce in the cabin. The road beyond the cabin looks pretty muddy too, so I'll be on foot for a while. Alrighty, I started cleaning up the woodshed. I have a pile of unstackable wood. It's too long, too knotty, whatever. I'll burn that. And restock the cabin with some wood. I think of this wood as the Toy Story 3 wood, or the wood that just doesn't really fit in or belong anywhere, kind of the retard wood. So I'll just put it all out of its misery. Somebody obviously tried to drive in. I'm not going to try until this is dry. We'll see how it looks when it dries, but this isn't going to be very trailer friendly. Future treehouse. Gnarly beast. This road isn't used much, but I use it, so I might build a little bridge there. Nature. Hey buddy. My future bath. She's flowing like a champ. Straight out of the ground. And through a black pipe. It's actually pretty clear. That's probably edible. Another spring feeding this pond. I think this turned into a frog pond. Just heard two croakers down here. Brought a container for just such a scenario. Here's what we called, or do call, White Bucket Meadow. It's nice and green. Call it White Bucket. Because up there used to be one of the best springs. And we put a white bucket in there to catch the water. Definitely some water here. I don't think it'll last the summer. We'll see. We logged the property a couple years ago. All these massive piles. Part of me was hoping for snow up here, so I could burn these babies. Now I think I'll leave them. Pull out some logs for firewood maybe. But might just leave them for critter homes. Looks like somebody purposely blazed these trees. That one might be logger's rub. Go see a doctor if you get that. Well, it definitely looks pitchy. Strange though. Bad case of logger's rub. Let's get some more pitch. More piles. This is the tree, we call it a tree you can drive through. Look at all these fresh babies. Yes. 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 Look at them. Would you look at them? Just look at those. Just look at them. My dad and I cleared all the juniper out of here about 15 years ago. Some of the little turds are coming back. I'll take care of them. I'll spend a day. But the pine trees are just popping up like weeds. This is awesome. Some juniper logs getting seasoned for my aunt and uncle's cabin. Feeding life into my favorite tree. We call it the wolf tree. And I ended the day with a nice haul of pitch. Road, you can see the tree house. There she is. Just a platform so far. Nice high elevation thicket. Down trees. I think it's the only place on our ranch with these birch type trees. No leaves yet. It's May 2nd, I think. I don't know if they're supposed to have leaves yet or not. These look like pretty fresh cougar tracks. By that I mean mountain lions. I'm a little too old for cougars to be tracking me. Elk, it looks like. These are pretty old. Cool flowers popping up at my bug out shelter site. This is my main project for the summer. My BOS for an inch scenario when SHTF, like Teotwalkie or the zombie apocalypse or WIACD. My good spot because YOLO. A place that's NSFW. Grab my BOB, take my BOV to my BOS at my BOL. Okay, all STFU. Everything that's done so far I did 2 years ago. I don't like my bridge, so I'm going to redo that. But it's going to come up onto the deck. The front deck will start from behind that tree. And from behind that tree back will be the shelter. And this will be my view. From below. Day 3, and I finally emptied all the crap out of my trailer. I started cleaning up our wood stack along the fence line, and I found this little beauty, and I got to play a little David Attenborough. Pretty dormant this time of year. Hey girl. Oh yeah, there's that red belly. You're a beauty. You think you're a stink bug? Just want to see the red. Just want to see the red. Good girl. And now, it's time to die. Tonight I'll be burning some more Toy Story 3 wood. Only want quality wood in that woodshed. Can't wait to get the other two. This log is having a child. Quack. When you're running low on nature, you gotta make your own. Looks like I'll have to visit the neighbors. The 3 cows. Green tag. Cow buddy, what are you doing? Caw-caw! I hear ya, I hear ya. It's okay, we're gonna find your home. You look mad, bro. Don't be mad, bro. you mind if I use your sound effect? You're okay, buddy. We'll get you back home. Boy's gonna knock our tree over. Are you itchy, bully? You got itchy butt? Don't kill our poor little pine tree. Chilling by the fire, downloading 3 days of videos, multiple cameras. Hey Chippy buddy. You're okay, buddy. Fill up, feed your babies. Don't like dog bones, huh? So I'm walking up the creek, and of course I find why wouldn't that be there? Another spring, that's why it's there. Still holds water. So cool. My ducks came alive. Some friends interested in me. Don't know if you can see those, but maybe time to shower again. Hey little friends. Go ahoy. Day 5, and today is Star Wars Day. May the 4th, ... I'm heading to town today. Get supplies for the treehouse. We'll get her started, but my aunt said it's going to storm tomorrow. So I might just throw the shit under the tarp for the night. Day 6. Heading up to clear a new road up to the treehouse. It'll be a straighter shot with a trailer. The deer came right down the road last night. compound fence. There's our spring that feeds the cabins. Nice logs. Big ass pile. Storage for archery. Critter snack. Cracked windshield. Critter house. Leftovers. Junk. Good stuff in there. Come along. Tires still have air. Mirror needs fixing. This is the scary part. Yeah, something's living in there. Whew, it smells good. Rat nest. It's a good little nest. Heck, I'd live there if I were bushcrafting. So far, that wire's a little banged up, but good bushcrafting material in there. Need to figure out a foot pedal for this guy. Bought this at a yard sale many moons ago. Got to straighten those. That seat is just sitting weird low. I'm at 6 foot, so that doesn't work for me. Let's take those off, I think, if I can get through the rust. And then I'll just WD-40 everything up. What do you suppose that's for? Odd. It's been reinforced. That's good news. She is squeaky. Yeah, not too bad. Maybe if I go the right way. No, she's not squeaky anymore. She's definitely off balance, but I don't care. I set up a water system for it. Let's see all the nicks. Alright, I brute forced it. Let's see how it looks. Probably should tighten that up, huh? It's a rivet, so you know. She's a little off. Definitely higher. It's just gonna bend on me. Okay. Need a wheel. Day 7. It's freaking cold out. Oh, day 7. It's too cold. My hands won't work to run tools and hammer nails. Figure go for a walk, see if we can find the pond. I think it's only a little over a mile from here. I haven't been this route in years, so let's see what happens. I'm just following the fence line down until I get to that fence I showed you guys yesterday. There's a nice cinder hill. Alright, I just crossed the fence. So now I'm in Ochiko National Forest. Figured I'd cross while there was an easy spot, nice and low. So it's a beautiful forest. There's the gate. So I think I can find it from here. I think it's just a straight shot through there. It's been about 30 years since I've taken this path, and I think I've only taken it twice. Well, this is cool. This is not the pond. This is a pond that I did not know about. Very cool. I came right to it, amazingly. It was indeed a straight shot here. But this cold weather is killing my battery. So I'll come back in a couple weeks. Maybe set up a bushcraft shelter somewhere back in the woods and spend a day here or two. This is not a secret pond. There's a road right there. You can drive right up to this. Alright, well, I'm going to walk around it, so I'm trying to get some more shots. I come back for these cattail seeds too. This log has been here forever. Firewood logs. However, this is a good log here. Gotta get a couple limbs out of the way so I can get in there. I only need the bottom 40 inches, I guess I'll take. seat and a backrest. And legs. There's a rough idea of what I had in mind. I'll finish her up next week. These were its legs. That actually held up pretty decent. You can see the outer layers coming off. But it's firewood now. And then that. The old chopping block.